Alrighty, so I've got a lot of questions apparently how I can run my foot pedal and my wireless on this power drive with the iPilot. Well, first disclaimer, this is not a Terrova or an Altera, so you cannot, let me repeat, you cannot run them simultaneously. You do have to disconnect the round plug here, which actually is a control board. You can, same connector down here for the foot pedal, the iPilot. Basically all this does is it tells the motor how fast to run. Now in case of the foot pedal, the steering controls also come through here. For the iPilot, you see this little pigtail right here? Well, that little pigtail goes inside and connects. So let's kind of walk through how this system works if you buy it from Cabela's. So let's see, that's not the iPilot head. Alright, here we go. When you buy just a power drive motor, basically you get a foot pedal, you get the control board, and the steering motor. Now this portion here is all internal. All you have to do is supply 12 volts or 24 volts coming in. This goes out to the motor, and your foot pedal has that little round plug, which is that plug right there. It's a 5-pin connector. Internally, you don't have to do anything, but all the power drives will have a black and white wire that comes from the steering motor, black and white wire that comes out of the control board, and there's butt connectors you can disconnect. So let's go see what happens when you add an iDrive, or I'm sorry, an iPilot. The iPilot basically takes over like round plug, again like how it's set up over here. Your black and white steering wires from the iPilot go to the steering motor, and you cap it off from the main control board, because now the iPilot is going to send the steering signals to the steering motor, and the round plug obviously tells the control board how fast to run the motor. This is how you'll get, your iPilots if you upgrade a power drive, either 12 volt or 24 volt. So let me show you what I did. Basically, alrighty. So same setup, nothing changed, except now you see a foot pedal. Well, what you see a foot pedal coming with the 2 round plug connectors. Well, right now the iPilot is connected, and if I want to use the foot pedal, I disconnect the iPilot and I hook up the foot pedal. But so the control wires, the steering wires for the motor from the iPilot head go to my double pole double throw switch. Now the control board also goes to that switch. What's happening here is, this is, if you look at the back of a switch, the polarity doesn't matter, but color coordination does. So if you're going to wire your switch, the middle, let me repeat, the middle wires must go from the motor, need to go to the middle of the switch. The foot pedal will come from the left, and the iPilot will come from the right. It doesn't matter which is which, but the polarities matter. So white, 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 black, 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 but the steering motor stays in the middle. And let's kind of show you how this works. So right now, let's see, I've just got the wireless controller on here. Motor's running. Nope. Okay. And my double pole double throw switch is switched to one side. If I switch it to the middle, you'll see that I can't steer anymore, but I can still control the speed of the motor. Again, this is what controls the steering. If I want to run the foot pedal, see if I can do this with one finger. Oh, come on. Sorry, I had to hold the phone with my teeth to connect the foot pedal, but foot pedal's connected. Foot pedal's connected. As you can see, if I try to steer the motor, it's not steering. But you can hear the motor still running. The foot pedal is controlling the switch speed now. So what I do is I flip the switch the other way, and now I get steering control. What I've done is all I'm doing is I'm taking over the steering. Again, you've got the iPilot head going to one side of the switch, you've got the control board going to the other side of the switch, and in the middle is where the motor comes. So when you disconnect the iPilot, hook up your foot pedal, you flip the switch to the foot pedal side, and vice versa. Hopefully that video helps. The colors of the wires, it's always going to be black and white. If you have an autopilot head, I'm not sure, because when you do an iPilot, you disable the autopilot basically, because iPilot has the autopilot built in. Hopefully this helps. Come on.